Hey, what's up everyone? Dale back again. Yes, that's a 3DO background again. If you saw my previous video, we played some Eye of Typhoon, a brand new fighting game, well, in North America anyways, for the 3DO. And it got me inspired to pop in one other game. I'm going to close my disc tray right now. And I mentioned it in that last video. It's been a while since I popped in this version of this game in a long time. I've played many versions of it before, but the 3DO version, the first version that released, of course, we're talking about. You'll see the opening cinematic. I don't want to spoil it. It's booting up now. Good old 3DO booting process. And yes, just like the Eye Typhoon video, we are filming not through HD crisp up capture resolution. No, we're aiming a cell phone HD camera at the TV to get those vintage CRT lines from the 3DO in its true nature. Of course, for you youngins, you'll see these scan lines occasionally going through the CRT TV. That's not how it looks like when you're watching at home. Yes, there we go, Ryu. This awesome, epic animated intro, which did not exist on the cartridges at the time. Well, actually, Super Street Fighter 2 had a version of this, but the 3DO version is way more high fidelity. Blew the Genesis and Super Nintendo versions of Super Street Fighter 2 out of the water. Of course, this is Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and for several years, this was the only way you could play Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, was on the 3DO. Eventually, it came out in a collection on the PS1, and I think on the Saturn, with some other Street Fighter games. But yeah, 3DO version of Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. We're just going to do one or two quick fights here. And virtual audio. The sound quality on here isn't that great because on this old Samsung TV, it's just mono sound. It's a small little, gosh, this can't be bigger than a 9 or 11-inch TV. Yeah, that's the only CRT I still have today because those things are beastly. Yeah, here's the demo reel here, of course. Here comes a new challenger. I'm mashing buttons. I want to play Ken or Ryu. Come on, those are my guys. And of course, Alright, demo reel, let me get on this. Versus battle, super battle. Let's just do super battle. I'm guessing that's just go through the entire computer. Alright, select game speed. Let's do fast, super turbo fast. I love Ryu and Sagat. Let's do a round with Ryu, and just like the 16-bit versions, you pick your character with a different button, you get a different character costume color. Going against Thunderhawk, new character for Super Street Fighter 2. Not Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. This actually introduces Akuma first time in the game as an unlockable secret character. You gotta do a ton to play as Akuma. I can't begin to describe it. Alright, let's see how I hold up against. And then Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo also introduced... Come on, give me my Hadouken. There we go. All new remixed soundtrack, and I think this is the only way you get access to that soundtrack to any of the games too, because the CD sound, they did an all new arrangement for a lot of the character themes. I'm playing this awful, yeah. I'm so used to playing the 16-bit versions, but this game runs so much better than the 16-bit console versions. But you get all new... Oh man, T-Ox is kicking my butt. I'm not used to the 3DO controller, I guess. It looks like a Genesis controller, but they add two shoulder buttons. Oh man. Though the A, B, and C buttons, by default, on the controller, are the kick buttons. You think it would be the punch buttons, the light, medium, heavy punch buttons. And the light, medium punch buttons, by default, are the shoulder buttons. So that is throwing me off a lot. Let's do this one more time. Alright. There we go. Let's do this one more time. I want some redemption as Ryu. Let's do fast. Let's do Sagat, my other guy. Mexico. Alright, let's do this. T-Hawk. They're on my number again. And the crazy thing about the 3DO also is there's no second controller port. As you can see, there's a slot there. You daisy chain the controllers for multiplayer, which actually makes it so you can have farther outreach with controllers. You don't have them. You could be farther seated back. Oh man, gosh. Come on. I'll do my Tiger Uppercut. Tiger Uppercut, come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. We got a win. All right. Let's end this with a win. And you see the super meter on the bottom? first Street Fighter games to have the super combos, the hyper combos. I would love to do it. They're very hard to pull off, though. You don't get much leeway to do it because the meters are slow to build up here, unlike the later Street Fighter games when Alpha really refined it. I'm not a fighting game expert by any means, though. So, oh my gosh, what's that? Oh gosh. T-Hawk has my number, what can I say? Love that soundtrack, though. Alright, last round. Come on, let's end it with a win. End with a win. There we go, a tiger uppercut. That's what I'm looking at. Come on, perfect. Let's do it perfect. Nope, that's not going to happen. There we go, we got a win. Alright, we got this. Oh man, love Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Finicky controls aside, I mentioned in the Eye of Typhoon video that included with Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo game, there is a coupon or a mailway coupon to pay for a 6-button 3DO controller. The only way to get an official 6-button controller for the 3DO, so you had 3 punch buttons, 3 kick buttons, but it looks like a crazy contraption. If I can figure it out, I'll try and paste in a picture of it in this part of the video here, so you can just see. You can find it on eBay and stuff too, or knockoffs on eBay for... yeah, it's a very crazy controller. Why couldn't we just get a Super Nintendo 6-button controller, or like the Sega 6-button pad for the later Genesis controllers and Saturn? That's how you do a fighting game controller that is not an arcade stick. Here we go, Chun-Li. And if you can hear her music for the soundtrack, you got that nice CD arrangement here compared to the cartridge versions. Love the soundtrack for this game. Oh, I could do my super. Oh, no. I think it resets at the beginning of a round. I'd love to show that off in the video here. Yep, it resets. Shoot. And then here in Super Street Fighter 2 also, so that's the first attack 3000. That's that day. I believe either Super Street Fighter 2 or Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo debuted it. There we go. Yeah, like I just was able to do my super combo there right when I unleashed that last blow on Chun-Li, so it was impossible to do. So I actually got a surprisingly decent win on Chun-Li. Let's do one more. One more. I really want to. So yeah. And as I mentioned in that Eye of Typhoon video, I do a weekly video game show, actually from a very nice state-of-the-art studio called Midwest Super Pixel Pros. Look it up on YouTube or go to the website. You can find it on gfbestsource.com. I do a bunch of shows every week. And we have nice HD capture there, and you have way more than my do-it-yourself amateur setup here I'm doing at home. So there you go, Guile, that kind of stage. Again, too, you could hear his song is so much better in here, this arrangement remix compared to the CD or the cartridge version. As much as I love that version too. And the game just runs a lot better, a lot more, way crisper too. Oh, I can do my super. Let's try it. I'm gonna fail though. Oh, I did it! Oh my gosh! Yes! Super combo finish. Alright. Yes, and those were amazing to do at the time. I don't want to say, the way you unlock Akuma in this game, too, is, yeah, it's... I think you gotta get perfect in almost every round working up the arcade mode, which is hard to do. Yeah. This game just runs so much better. What a great version that's lost at times, the 3DO version of Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Can I do another Tiger Uppercut? Nope. When did I get them? Wow, okay, now... Okay, T-Hawk was just giving me a lot of trouble early on, but now I'm cruising through with Sagat, so... Oh, gosh. Alright, you're not a warrior. You're a beginner. Words of Wisdom by Sagat. You know, I would love to get the Street Fighter, the movie, the game, but that game goes for a ton on eBay. I would love to get the PS1 version of that. I have a lot of nostalgia for the Street Fighter movie. I reviewed it earlier this year on my movie blog, dalesgreat.blogspot.com. You can find it there. A lot of nostalgia for that just super campy take on the Street Fighter game. Believe it or not, the Street Fighter movie without an actual fight in it. There we go, Blanca and his stage here too. Gosh, yeah, this just runs. Blanca can already do a super combo. Maybe he'll pull it off on me for everyone here. Give me another Tiger Uppercut, come on. Nope. No, Blanca had my number. Alright, Blanca beats me here. We will call it. Again, I apologize for this very do-it-yourself quality, but... No! Tiger Uppercut, there we go. Oh, gosh, I was trying to do my super in time on him. Oh my gosh. Blanca, you got my number. Well, that is Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Absolutely love this game. On the 3DO, I got it a long time ago before the retro game market exploded and 3DO games had a crazy price markup. But yeah, love this game. Let's round it off with the Sagat countdown to 0 animation. I have Typhoon, they had a countdown, but when you get to 0, they don't do these awesome fail animations like they do in Street Fighter. So Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, I imagine they go all out with their fail animations. What is it? There we go, got a groan, faded to black. I will take it. Of course, enter my initials. Does it save to the 3DO's internal memory? We shall see. Alright, there you go. That's Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo again. Check out the awesome weekly video game show I do in an awesome studio. Yeah, it's called Super Pixel Pros. Find it on YouTube or on gfbestsource.com or Grand Forks Best Source on YouTube. Love doing that show every week. We play a ton of fighting games on there. Maybe we'll play a fighting game or two once every month or two, so check it out. Have a great Thanksgiving weekend, everyone.